Hi all, HVB here. Something funny going on with the TAW tank column FLAK, and it's been going on for quite a while. When me and Condor flew red last time in Campaign 13, we noticed that the tank column AAA never shot at us when we dived on the rear of the column. It only fired at us after we dropped our bombs and were already on the way out of there. As long as we hit the columns from the rear at a speed of 550 kilometers per hour, no AAA shot at us on the way in. This was in marked contrast to the situation blue ground attackers face when hitting red tank columns, where even speeds approaching 700 kilometers per hour are no guarantee of not getting blasted on the way in. But there was a time when it wasn't like that. You may recall that until February 2017, the red tank column AAA was comprised of German FLAK 38 guns for play balance, and the tank columns were comprised also of 100% T-34s and Panzer IIIs respectively. Well, I made some suggestions in a video back then to put other tank types in the columns, which LG did, and to replace the FLAK 38s in the red tank columns with Russian FLAK weapons, which they also did, which was great, but there was another change I didn't expect. They also added GAZ M4s to the columns with the default facing to the rear. But the game doesn't have any rear-facing vehicle-mounted FLAK weapons on the German side, so the blue tank columns kept the same old front-facing FLAK 38 guns. So what are the ramifications of this? Well, let's do some simple math. Both the FLAK 38 and the ZIS 572 take about 13.5 seconds to traverse 180 degrees and fire after activation, and the activation ranges for both blue and red FLAK are random and can be anywhere from 800 to 2,000 meters. At the farthest activation range, 2,000 meters divided by 13.5 seconds comes out to 148.15 meters per second. Multiply by 3,600 seconds and you come up with 533.33 kilometers per hour. As long as a red ground attacker hits a tank column from the rear at a speed higher than this, he will never get hit on the way in unless there's another friendly aircraft within range of the column FLAK that has them activating and turning around already. And that's the farthest activation range and worst case scenario for the red ground attacker. Most of the time, he doesn't even have to go in that fast because the average activation range for both sides is around 1,300 meters. The GAZ M4, on the other hand, since it doesn't need to turn around, can activate and fire in about 5 seconds. Even if a blue ground attacker comes in at a max dive speed of 700 kilometers per hour, he will still take fire from the GAZ M4 if it activates at a range of 970 meters or more. And remember, it can activate up to 2,000 meters away. So blue ground attackers have some major headaches in this respect that are simply non-issues on the red team, and there's no way around it. If you attack from the front, the ZIS 572s will activate and fire in 5 or 6 seconds. And if you attack from the side, they will all be shooting at you within 8 or 9 seconds. And of course, somebody can drag the FLAK if you can find somebody willing to do it. But like I said, if you're hitting blue tank columns, you don't need anybody to drag a FLAK. Condor and I never got shot down even once over a blue tank column. But flying blue against a red tank column, no matter how fast we come in, we don't just get shot down, we get fucking obliterated. And it's not just the danger factor at stake here. Since a red ground attacker only needs to come in on the column at around 550 kilometers per hour, he only needs to climb up to about 1,200 meters to achieve that dive speed. Compare that with the blue situation where a BF-110 or JU-88 has to climb to 2,500 meters to get a dive speed close to 700 kilometers per hour. That also means a faster movement to target and potentially more missions per map frame, and clouds and bad weather are not going to stop or even significantly hinder a red team attack on a tank column in PE-2s or A-20s. Visibility is almost never an issue at that altitude. On the blue team, on the other hand, clouds and fog are usually a big problem at 2,500 meters, even medium clouds. So, I apologize for the timing of this video with all the shit flying on the forum right now about the plane set. I suspected for a long time that this issue existed, but I couldn't confirm it until I flew red and saw it for myself. Now, LG provides this server to all of us for free, and if TAW didn't exist, I probably wouldn't play this game at all. I do appreciate all the effort they put into the server, and most of the time, I have a lot of fun in there. And I appreciate that they listen to the players when they have a suggestion. I don't mind that the PE-2 and IL-2 are a lot tougher than the blue ground attack aircraft, and I don't care that the red tanks are harder to kill. That's just historical accuracy. But I would like to see a more balanced FLAK situation, and this is my suggestion. I don't think the answer is putting rear-facing FLAK 38s in the blue columns for play balance. Between all the random FLAK, all the targets scrunched up together, which fighter pilots call a target-rich environment, but I call butt-fuck city, All the enemy fighters and suicide jockeys, believe me, we're all dancing with death on both teams anytime we attack a ground target. There's no need to make the red ground attackers miserable too. Just please take the GAZ M4s out of the red columns and everything will be equal. I'm sure there's still going to be enough death to go around for everybody even after that minor change. So that's it. Thanks for watching. This is HVB. Peace out.